Welcome back to the Daily Quack. Today's journey down memory lane is a trip to the futuristic past. From October 1964, it's Uncle Scrooge number 53, Interplanetary Postman. Our tale begins with Uncle Scrooge railing on about the poor service from the post office. If it's not mail sent to the wrong address, it's returned mail due to an inability to find the address. Scrooge goes down to the post office to complain yet again, and the fed-up postmaster resigns, handing his duties over to Scrooge. After the shock wears off, Scrooge decides that with him in charge, things will run smoothly. And they do. Until they don't. Someone has posted a letter for delivery to the planet Venus, and because of his claims that he could deliver a letter anyplace, he has no choice but to make good on his promise. Scrooge's brain trust built him a rocket capable of making the trip to Venus, and Scrooge and his brave crew take off into outer space. Days later, they land on Venus and head off to find a city where they can deliver their letter. They come across aliens, and Scrooge delivers the letter to a living mailbox. While meeting with the locals, the letter gets delivered to the post office where a discovery is made. Not only have the ducks delivered the mail to the wrong address, they've delivered it to the wrong planet. It turns out they aren't on Venus after all, but on Mars. After a course correction, they end up at the correct destination, and once again try to deliver the letter, but all they find is an empty city. After searching for a while, the ducks are interrupted by a voice over a loudspeaker asking them to read the letter aloud, as it's not addressed to anyone in particular. So Scrooge reads the letter, which is from a boy on Earth who can't find a girlfriend as he's 17 feet tall, and wonders if there are any 17-foot-tall girls on Venus who would date him. And yes, there are. So every teenage girl on Venus decides to write letters back to the boy on Earth, which Scrooge now has to deliver. The story ends with Scrooge deciding to send the boy to Venus himself, instead of spending the rest of his life delivering love letters. This is the first story that I reviewed that I feel really falls short of the mark. First of all, it's really short, just 15 pages. Although I guess in this case, that could be a good thing. The story really doesn't hold up at all. I remember that I enjoyed it as a kid, but reading it now, wow, it really feels childish and simple. And as for the artwork, well, it seems a bit basic. I mean, the ducks look good, as always, but for the rest of it, I did read that Barks was tired of the publishers butchering his stories to make room for ads, so he felt it might be a waste of time to create elaborate panels that would only be discarded. And considering that it's a story that sends the ducks into outer space where they meet aliens, there really isn't any sense of wonder. It feels like there's a story to tell and Barks didn't want any distractions. He just wanted to get through it. And I can certainly understand that, considering the incredible body of work that he had already created. A miss here or there is acceptable, especially with the number of hits he had. The issue is rounded out with a one-page Mickey and Goofy story, a painfully unfunny Gyro Gearloose story that clearly wasn't done by Barks, another Scrooge tale, and a few cereal advertisements. Really wonder if any pages got cut for those. So all in all, I would have to say that Uncle Scrooge number 53, Interplanetary Postman, is not a Barks classic. If you're in the mood for silliness, then this might be a story for you. And that's all for today, so please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time at the Daily Quack.